Ever wondered how a line on a map, seemingly etched in stone, could suddenly become a subject of heated debate, especially when it involves the world's longest undefended border? Today, we're diving into a geopolitical puzzle that's making waves, a proposition that has the potential to reshape the relationship between two nations that have, for centuries, been neighbors. We're talking about the 1908 Boundary Waters Treaty, a cornerstone of Canadian-American relations, and a recent suggestion reportedly raised by former U.S. President Donald Trump that has reignited discussions about its relevance in the 21st century. This isn't just a dry history lesson. It's a look at how international agreements, seemingly fixed in time, can be challenged and reevaluated, and how those challenges can impact everything from trade and environmental protection to national identity. Imagine waking up one morning to find that the rules of your neighborhood, the very boundaries you've always known, are suddenly up for review. Trump's proposal, coming from across the border, is essentially doing just that, prompting Canadians to consider the implications of revisiting a treaty that has largely defined our shared space for over a century. The 1908 Treaty, a landmark agreement, initially focused on managing shared waterways, addressing issues of water usage, and preventing disputes over the boundary waters that crisscross our shared landscape. It established the International Joint Commission, or IJC, a binational body designed to mediate disagreements and ensure the equitable management of these vital resources. Now, the suggestion of revisiting this treaty isn't simply about tweaking a few clauses. It's a much deeper probe into the established framework of cooperation that has shaped our shared history. The core of this exploration will delve into the specifics of the proposal, the motivations behind it, and, perhaps most importantly, the potential ramifications for Canada. We'll be looking at the historical context, the legal intricacies, and the practical implications for both countries. We'll unpack the treaty itself, its origins, and the ways it has shaped our relationship, from the Great Lakes to the Pacific Coast. We'll also consider the potential impact on trade, environmental regulations, and the overall balance of power between Canada and the United States. Consider this a journey into the heart of a complex issue, a deep dive into the legal, political, and practical implications of reconsidering a century-old agreement. What might be the rationale behind such a proposition, and what are the potential consequences for the Canadian side of the border? Mais encore, plongeons-nous dans les racines profondes de cette proposition, en explorant les motivations qui pourraient la sous-tendre. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de redessiner des frontières sur une carte, mais de potentiellement redéfinir les équilibres de pouvoir économiques et stratégiques. Une telle initiative, si elle était mise en œuvre, pourrait être perçue comme une tentative de renégocier des accords commerciaux, d'imposer de nouvelles restrictions environnementales ou simplement de renforcer une position de négociation. En effet, le contexte géopolitique actuel, avec ses tensions croissantes et ses alliances changeantes, joue un rôle crucial. Nous assistons à une période où les relations internationales sont soumises à des pressions considérables et où les accords historiques sont constamment réévalués. Une révision du traité de 1908 pourrait, par exemple, être perçue comme une manœuvre pour affaiblir la capacité du Canada à s'opposer à certaines politiques américaines ou à exercer une influence sur des dossiers cruciaux. De plus, il est essentiel de considérer les enjeux économiques. Le Canada et les États-Unis entretiennent des liens commerciaux étroits, et toute modification des accords frontaliers pourrait avoir des répercussions significatives sur les échanges. Imaginez, par exemple, l'impact sur les exportations de ressources naturelles, telles que le bois d'œuvre ou le pétrole. Une renégociation pourrait entraîner des droits de douane plus élevés, des restrictions d'accès au marché, ou encore des changements dans les réglementations environnementales, affectant ainsi la compétitivité des entreprises canadiennes. Un autre aspect essentiel est la question de la souveraineté. La révision du traité pourrait soulever des questions importantes sur la capacité du Canada à défendre ses intérêts nationaux et à contrôler ses propres ressources. Maintenant, imaginez comment cela s'applique lorsque vous considérez les revendications territoriales des Premières Nations ou la gestion des eaux partagées. Une renégociation pourrait avoir des conséquences directes sur ces dossiers, créant de nouvelles tensions et complexifiant encore davantage la situation. Par conséquent, il est impératif d'analyser en profondeur les motivations derrière cette proposition et d'évaluer de manière critique les risques et les opportunités qu'elle présente. Il est crucial de se demander quelles sont les véritables intentions de ceux qui la soutiennent et quels sont les objectifs qu'ils espèrent atteindre. Une compréhension claire de ces enjeux est essentielle pour que le Canada puisse défendre ses intérêts nationaux et préserver sa souveraineté. As the layers of this complex situation begin to peel back, we find ourselves standing at a crossroads, a vantage point from which we can glimpse the intricate tapestry woven by history, politics, and the enduring human need to define and redefine our spaces. The echoes of the past resonate with the present, offering a subtle but powerful reminder of the enduring impact of long-standing agreements and how their interpretation can be as fluid as the very waters they govern. This isn't merely a discussion about lines on a map. It's an exploration of the very foundations upon which international relations are built. Reflecting on this journey so far, we see how the threads of interconnectedness, woven over centuries, now face a moment of intense scrutiny. The proposal, a ripple in the placid waters of bilateral relations, has the potential to create waves that could reshape the coastline of Canadian-American understanding. The implications extend far beyond the immediate, touching upon the very essence of sovereignty, trade, and environmental stewardship. The question isn't simply what is being proposed, but rather what does it signify, and what could it unleash? The current climate of international affairs, a swirling vortex of shifting alliances and evolving power dynamics, adds further complexity. The 1908 Treaty, once a symbol of shared understanding and cooperation, now finds itself in a spotlight, its every clause and precedent subject to re-evaluation. The weight of history, the currents of economic interdependence, and the winds of geopolitical maneuvering all converge in this moment. It's like watching a carefully constructed house of cards, where the slightest alteration to a single card could trigger a cascade, altering the entire structure. In light of these insights, we see that the proposal acts as a catalyst, forcing us to examine the very nature of our relationship with our closest neighbor. It prompts us to consider the value of established frameworks, the potential for unforeseen consequences, and the importance of vigilance in safeguarding our national interests. The exploration has revealed a series of interconnected facets, each reflecting the broader context of international relations, reminding us that a simple proposal can have far-reaching consequences. As we pivot towards the final reflection, the pieces of the puzzle seem to coalesce, offering a panoramic view of the complex interplay between history, politics, and the enduring human desire to shape our world. So, where does this leave us? The proposal to revisit the 1908 Boundary Waters Treaty isn't just a headline. It's a mirror reflecting the complexities of our world. It compels us to consider how agreements, once deemed sacrosanct, can become points of contention, and how the forces of history, politics, and economic realities can reshape the very landscapes of our relationships. It prompts us to reflect on the delicate balance between cooperation and competition, and the enduring need for vigilance in protecting our sovereignty. As Canadians, we are intimately familiar with the value of our shared borders, the sense of community, and the benefits of peaceful coexistence. We've built a nation on the foundation of mutual respect and understanding, and the 1908 Treaty is a testament to that. Yet, the suggestion of revisiting it demands a critical examination. It forces us to ask ourselves, what are the true stakes? Are we prepared to defend our interests? And how do we navigate the complexities of a world that is constantly in flux? The true practice begins now. The information we gather, the conversations we have, and the choices we make in response to. This proposal will shape our future. It's a call to action, not a call to arms, but a call to informed engagement, to critical thinking, and to the unwavering defense of our values. This isn't a passive exercise. It's a dynamic process that requires us to be active participants in our own destiny. The implications extend far beyond the immediate legal and political considerations, touching upon our national identity, our sense of place, and our vision for the future. We stand at a crossroads, where the choices we make will determine the course of our relationship with our neighbors for generations to come. It's a moment that demands our attention, our critical thinking, and our unwavering commitment to a future where cooperation, respect, and mutual understanding continue to define the Canadian-American relationship. The narrative of this proposal is far from over. It's just the beginning of a new chapter in our shared history, one that we, as Canadians, must write with wisdom, foresight, and a deep understanding of the values we hold dear. Let the ongoing conversation be one of thoughtful deliberation, informed debate, and a steadfast commitment to the principles that have always defined us.